Will be looking at you and laughing. In Dublin, where I was last week, St. Patrick is all over the town, signboards and so on and so forth. St. Patrick is a Roman Catholic priest, and he ordered all the snakes in the Republic of Ireland to gather, and they gathered. And he ordered all of them to crawl into the sea, and they did. The Republic of Ireland is the only country in the world today that has no snake. A man of God crawled them into the sea, and he's a Roman Catholic. Mommy and I were passing through Paris on Monday, and Mommy pointed to the wall and said, "See the picture of Father Denis." Father Denis was a Roman Catholic clergyman, and he used to come to preach in a square in Paris, dressed in his cassock. And one man walked up to him and said, "Don't come here to preach again. We don't want to see you around here. Don't come and talk about Bible here." And Father Denis will not hear. The last time Father Denis preached in the square in Paris, the man arrived with a knife and was sitting to one side of the square and sharpening his knife while Father Denis was preaching. The noise of the sharpener will attract Father Denis all the time, so he takes a glance at him. And the man also take a glance at him, "You will soon hear from me." And then he will be sharpening. And when he was done with the sharpening, he sharpened it so sharply he didn't want to throw the knife twice. So he went to Father Denis and told him, "We've told you not to come here to preach, you refuse." Wham! One swing. Father Denis' head dropped down. And Father Denis himself picked his head in his hands. And the head continued to preach. And the head was saying, "I've not finished talking." The man put his knife down and ran. And Father Denis carried his head in his hands and trekked for miles. And his head was still preaching in his hand. Until blood finished in the body of Father Denis and he collapsed and died with his head in his hand. You go to Paris today, you ask for the blood street. The blood